What is happening there? J Gamer Dude here, and I'm going to be talking about Girls Bravo second season, which is about 13 episodes, I think, compared to like the 11 episodes of season 1. It's just a continuation of Girls Bravo, to be completely honest, so I'm just going to share my thoughts on it real quick, because I'll be completely honest, I don't think there really is much of a video to be made from here, because the opening and ending, I mean, in my opinion, they're both worse than the original, that's for sure. Not much has really changed overall in terms of like what we're being given, in terms of like we still have our main character, we still have like the sort of harem of characters, and it's kind of just the usual of like some characters changing to an extent, like the villainous Fukuyama, who is the guy that we kind of hate the most because he's almost like evil pervy in a way, because like pervy is used for jokes and stuff, but he almost does it in like a malicious way half the time when it comes to this particular series. But you do kind of see some character changes throughout, specifically with you know, the main characters that are all chasing well, the main girls, they're all chasing the main character ideally. He still gets hives from you know, characters, and by the end it really does feel like nothing has truly changed at its core, at least nothing that's truly evident by the end, and another character joins the fray ultimately in the gaggle of harem for the show, which then all seems pretty damn by the numbers. Again, it's an ecchi show from 2005, so this is when the second season happened, was in 2005, compared to when season 1 released in 2004. So yeah, definitely the aspect ratio is going to be a little bit off. The art style is incredibly squishy. That's the best way I can say it. It's very 90s, early 2000s art style that you would expect to see here, so don't be too surprised on that. Unfortunately, you know, sometimes some people prefer like the more 90s Urusei Yatsura 80s style art style, but I guess it really just sort of depends on who you are as a person. This is just okay. Again, there isn't really much to say beyond the fact that it's not all that much different from the first season. Second season really doesn't add anything extra. It doesn't need to do anything too different. As much as I want to say something about it, I feel like I've said all that there is, so I'm just kind of like trying to coast on that for a moment, because yeah, I don't know if it was even worth making a video about talking about the series, because I'm sure like, well, actually maybe not, maybe no one would actually ask, hey, why did you know, you talked about the first season of the show, why not the second season? And that's kind of a good point. You know, it's probably just good to just put it up for cataloging purposes. So if you've actually like, you know, sat down and actually listened to it, you know, watched the video so far, I commend you for like actually sticking around, because I don't think a lot of people listen to just some dude on the internet just kind of sitting there unless it's actually genuinely interesting. But also beyond that point, this is kind of just a look behind the curtain of like, yeah, maybe it was probably a good idea just to kind of like record the video, if nothing else, just for cataloging purposes, because the next show that I'm watching, oh yeah, I am gonna have a lot to say about it. So look forward to that. I think I'm like 4 or 5 episodes into like this 12 episode series, so it's also a fairly recent series that touches on some pretty serious stuff that I will try to, you know, talk about as best as I can, in the way that I haven't been through some of that stuff myself, and ideally it's a good thing, because, well, I wouldn't even be here then if that were the case. But that's just a bit of a teaser for what's actually coming for my next sort of like anime thoughts type of video. But yeah, this was just half of me talking about the show, being like, yeah, nothing has changed, don't expect much, etc, etc, and then the other half teasing what that next show is that I'm going to be watching, or that I'm currently watching and am going to be talking about shortly. So yeah, with all that said and done, like the video if you liked it, comment below on what you think the show is that I'm going to be talking about. Obviously it's not like, if you do upload it by the time if you comment on this video by the time I've already uploaded the video, that probably doesn't really count, to be honest. But yeah, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, aiming for 100 subs by the end of the year. I don't even know if this video is going to come out in 2023, so here's to hoping that it does. And of course I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.